This week we're talking about the biggest mistake you need to avoid when you're starting to run. Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to 40 Runs. Now, if this is your first time at 40 Runs, I want you to smash that pink button down there that says subscribe on it. Go over to our Facebook page and join the 40 Runs running community and check out the description. There's loads of cool things down there. Right, being a new runner, beginner runner can be a bit stressful at times because you start picking up injuries, you start doubting yourself and you start doing all crazy things and people start telling you all sorts of stuff and it just confuses the hell out of you. But I've got sort of 7 things that you need to avoid and I'm going to tell you about them right now. Right guys, the number 1 mistake that all you new runners make is doing too much too soon. It is a classic example of the sort of enthusiastic runner. You go, right, I'm going to start running, which is awesome. You get your plan and you feel amazing. And the first couple of weeks, you're going out there and it says run, walk, but you know what? You feel like a hero, so you can actually run a little bit more. And then you go and you run a little bit too fast. And what happens is you just get injured. Or you get sick and tired of it because it's really, really hurting. You're out of breath, you feel sick, your knees hurt. And basically, you've done too much too soon. The second biggest mistake you new runners make is you don't take enough rest days or enough rest time. Recovery is so important. It's just as important as the stuff you're doing when you're out there running. Active recovery is awesome. If you can do that, I'd really recommend that. And what I mean by that is by going for walks and stuff like that, making sure you're getting the blood going through your legs. You probably feel really stiff and it's the last thing you want to be doing. But even if you can go for a swim or something like that, active recovery is really important. But rest days are really, really important. And you find out with some new runners that they don't take into account that the body does need to rest and recover. So make sure if you're new to running, you also factor in some rest days. Right, it's classic stuff here. Number 3, not wearing the right gear. Cotton t-shirts, classic example. You've got people running out there in tracksuit bottoms when it's summer. You've got people running out there with the wrong trainers on. It can be a minefield, people. Now, the awesome thing about running is that everybody can do it. You can lace up and get out the door. But there are some simple things you need to bear in mind. Do not wear a cotton t-shirt. It will chafe the hell out of you. When it sweats, it gets really, really heavy. If you've got the wrong shoes on, they're going to hurt your feet. Not only are you going to get blisters, but they may be doing more damage as well. And there's loads of other classic mistakes that people make, like wearing too many layers and all this sort of stuff. Run to the temperature that's out there. Look at what it says it feels like on the temperature on the apps that you use to check the weather. Run to how aware to what it says that feels like. So don't put too many layers on. Or if you are going out, make sure you've got layers that you can strip off. For example, don't go out there in a big thick jumper. So many new runners wear the totally wrong thing. Right, the next mistake you guys make is cross training. You don't do any form of cross training. Cross training is awesome. Now I know it's hard getting to the gym and I know it's hard fitting in swimming and you're starting to run because you want to get fit and you're thinking, well, hang on a minute, you're telling me to go run to get fit, but you're also telling me to go and do some cycling. Well, cross training is really good and it will help you get fitter and faster quicker. Because you're going to be working on your core, you're going to be strengthening your muscles. Because when you go out there, you're going to start using muscles that you probably never used. You know, your glutes, for example, you need to strengthen your glutes because that's, you know, one of the main power drivers of your whole body when you're running. Make sure you strengthen your core. All that sort of stuff is going to make you a better runner and make you fitter, and you're going to be able to go out for longer. So try and get some cross training in. Right, the next mistake you guys make, and to be honest with you, I think I've made the mistake, and it's running through pain. Like I said, if you do too much too soon, you're going to get runner's knee and you're going to get problems and it's going to be a real pain, literally, in the bum. But the worst thing you could do is run through that pain. That's what physios are there for. That's how they make a living. So make sure that if you've got any pain or if you've got any discomfort, that you speak to a medical person. Don't go onto a Facebook group and go, guys, I've got really bad pain in my knees. What should I do? Go to a physio, ask them. I know they're expensive and I know it's a pain, especially if you've got to go through the NHS and it takes forever because they're busy and, you know, that's fine. So it can be frustrating, but whatever you do, don't run through pain. Right guys, and the last one is comparing yourself to others. I think you guys make that mistake as new runners. We make a mistake. I think everybody makes that mistake. It's so easy to do. But you shouldn't be comparing yourself to others. We're all at different levels. Why do I compare myself to somebody who runs a marathon in 2 hours 50 minutes? It's stupid. Why would I waste any energy doing it? So don't fall into that trap. You see people on Facebook groups, oh, they've just been out for their 5th run this week and all this sort of stuff. Forget about it. Focus on what you're doing and you will achieve your goals. Right guys, so there you go. They're my sort of, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, whatever they are, tips to avoid making the biggest mistakes when you start out running. But most importantly, give yourself a pat on the back for getting out that front door and trying to get yourself fit.